That was a gun.
I'm not voting.
If we want to build our nation.
The problem with the Somalians.
Just want to experience something else than a black man.
Move on, move
Can't be like a horse with blinkers on.
Honestly say, I was about to have
corrupt
sex and then I pulled
crap,
up.
but it's nice.
My name is Nondo Miso. I'm staying here in Los City, Tafusek. I'm Mrs. Polotina, and I've got 2 children, 1 boy, 1 girl, and 3 grandchildren.
I'm Mama Dalina, 67 years old. I'm a mother of 3, a grandmother of 6, and a great-grandmother of 3.
My name is Doris, and I stay here at Lost City. I've got 3 grandchildren. I live with 2.
I'm Olive. I'm living here in Lost City, Tafelsig. I've got 4 children, and I'm living with 3 of them.
My name is Ameka Faku. I've got 1 late child who was involved in a car accident 2009. So I don't have a child now, but I'm staying with 2 child of my sisters.
You must have your house laws. Yes. How can a government enter into my house and put his laws into my house? Because it's not government who's feeding my children. It's not government who's educating my children. I suffer for them. I suffer for them. I sweat for them. But now there must be laws that I'm against it, and I am not going to agree with it. Even my great-grands, they can take me to jail if she's doing something wrong. I must smack her.
But the problem is, like for example, the children of today, they are going nowhere, just only because you can't tell them nothing. So if you tell them, they always ask a question, why? So they end up going nowhere. The crime is too high because they are doing nothing. They don't want to attend the schools because you can't tell them nothing. So if you try to punish them, the law, you see, take you in court, whatever.
I see this is different to the time I grew up, because I was tolerating the punishment. Because where I am today, it's from being punished, and it's from listening to the parents not to do what I'm not supposed to do. And I was beaten up.
When you give the child a punishment, I'm going to call the social workers to punish you if you punish me. We never say anything like that to our parents. We like that now. We are well grown and we are still respect each other. I'm calling Mama because I know the old person is Mama. These children of today, they don't respect us at all.
Sometimes they've got question mark, where is my father? The breakage of families. Others don't know their fathers. They will make an issue of, where's my father? Maybe you don't want to share with her, where is your father? What is there are lots of things, most. And then these children ending up using drugs with those things as well, because they've got a question mark. You must know, you must find out, why is my child on drugs? You must find out the source that makes him to be, because you grew up him in a right way, But he's got his own agenda.
I'm a married woman, but it's the same. You end up, you protect your husband. Say to your husband, keep quiet, don't talk, because our children, they are very aggressive. They can do anything.
It's not just because of you don't have father, whatever. It's a lot of children, they grew up without parents, but they're up to something because they know their goals. You see, you can grow up in a rich family, but you don't know your goals, you see. So it's not up to, but these laws confused our children. It's the confusion that is done by the laws.
Our children, even our grandchildren, they're getting grant from government. They know about that grant. They want to use that grant themselves. You must give it to them. What are they going to do with that money? They are going to buy drugs. They are going to buy drugs because they're busy stealing some things from other people's house. That is not good. I'm going to beat my child. I'm going to beat my grandchild up until he can go to the police and report me. Otherwise, the government must take my child and stay with my child. I'm not going to stay with the child that's going to steal or going to buy some drugs with the
It's like when a child asks, Daddy, give me a 10 rand. The daddy answered, no, I don't have a 10 rand. And then he said, you do have a 10 rand in your pocket. Give me. And he's swearing to his daddy. His daddy, I don't have. And that child picked out a knife out of his pocket and he stabbed his daddy dead. Because why that child grow up without a discipline from the parents. So I see it's also like that when the child are just grow up and they do just what they want. They come, they open the fridge, just take meat and do whatever. They do a mess in the kitchen and so on and so on. Because why? Mommy won't talk and mommy won't do that. It's nothing. It's just doing a mess. Come with friends. Do all the funny stuff at home. Because why? Mommy is not going to hit me. Mommy's going to do nothing because talk doesn't work those days.
I'm a single mother. I've got 3 boys there and a 1 girl with my 2 grandchildren. The other one who's she's age of 13.
13.
Yeah, she's 13. You know, I'm not working. I'm only getting grant, that 1,260.
60.
But I'm feeding them from that money. My granddaughter, the age of 13, busy stealing my money, you know? Stealing my money. From that it's such a little money, that 1,200.
There's
You
no
know?
change from food.
Stealing that money, stealing 100 rand, stealing 70, stealing 140. But I found out she's got a phone. From that phone, she's got a message from the boyfriend. I've got a shortage. I want techies. Please give me 100 rand. She's not working. She's a schoolgirl. Where does she get that money?
It's your adopted
She's
child.
stealing from me. I'm feeding her. I'm paying bus fare for her to go to school. I'm buying shoes. I'm buying uniform, whatever. When she's come from school, I must be ready with the dinner for her. But she still keep on stealing. I'm going to smack him up until she can go to the police and report me. When they said they putting me on jail, they must take her and stay with her there.
I feel sorry really for teachers, mostly, because this law is going to make them being abused by children, by our children. Because, you know, you're coming like a single parent who's a teacher, who comes from a home with children who are using drugs, because also teachers have got drug addicted, you know. And then at school, you got these children who are not listening to you. How frustrated is that teacher? How frustrated
That
is
is
that
why
woman?
they get in drugs also, because they work under pressure because of our children. We have to make a plan for that.
The teachers are sometimes even scared to go to school tomorrow to teach them. Because why they keep guns, unlicensed guns to the schools now.
I was listening to Batabile when she was talking about this punishment of children no more. And I was scared because the children are listening. And now, if my child can take me to jail, he's going to stay in jail. He's going to move from my house and go to the police station and stay there.
I can be a priest, but the children can go and learn something that is wrong in the street outside. So they learn more outside more than inside their houses. Because we can't just beat the children for anyway. So they're supposed to know when we punish, it's the time that she's doing what he's doing is something wrong.
We set up a charter of children's rights. It's not because we were saying children mustn't be punished, but there were people who were abusing. There were people who were abusing children, especially orphans, you know. They were treated in another way. So no, we were protecting the rights of the children because of that, not what is happening now.
It's like me, I've only got daughters and no boys. Yes. I can't sit with her down and talk to her. Don't do this and this and this and this and this. Because it's a girl. I have to beat when she's doing something wrong, because if I don't, beat her, she's going outside and go to boys and even go to drugs. And then there's nothing I'm going to do. Of even coming back pregnant, that's what I'm scared of, my daughters.
That is why the pregnancy is too high, because we can't say nothing. That is why the drugs is too high, so we can't say nothing. That is why the gangsterism is too high, because we can't say nothing.
I've seen from the news that they are going to hire army or police, I don't know from where, and they are going to use 6 million. Just tell me, we are in poverty. There are no places to stay, no housing, nothing, no jobs, no bursaries for children to go to school. But there are people who are going to be hired for the undisciplined children whom now we can't punish them. Because since there was this corporal punishment that was stopped from school, children are doing their own way. You know?
There's no job, there is a jobless, there's no work, whatever, everything. At the end of the day, I really don't know. They try to kill the future of our children.
So I don't know what is this law going to take us to. This, that we mustn't smack our children. As we are seeing the children now, how are they? Even in schools, they are uncontrollable. Even in Mannenberg, just recently, the school has been closed for 2 days because of the young people who were not being punished, because they started by stopping the culture, what you say it meant, corporal punishment from school. Teachers have got no say. The children have got a say. Why are they being given this platform? What must we do? What action must we take?
We're going to fight for our children. We're going to punish them until they're going to lock all of us being a parent.
Listen, women, the burden is ending up with us. Is ending up with us because you are the carrier of this child from 9 months. And then you go to labor. And then you grew up, the child is sucking from you. That is why if you can go to the graveside and ask, why, woman, are you sleeping here? The woman will tell you it's from being abused by children. Because they can't smack them.
I really don't understand if they say we're supposed to smile and say, yeah, my grandchild, go and steal.
We must set up a campaign. A campaign against this law, that before it is implemented, before it is documented and finalized, and make it and tell them that your law will be your law in your own house, not in my own house. No. Because I built my house myself. I was getting no assistance, you see? And these children are not getting jobs. And how rude are they going to be when I'm more than 90 years,
My dream, I always said, if I can, because I still have chances to do so, to have a home for old people, old grannies, to look after them, because my mother dies when I was 4 years old. I never had that love. In my dreams, I want to give the love that I didn't have, so that the grannies, they can give me that.
My dream is that I always like, if I can, each and every day, I think that I might help even someone. Whatever, it's because that I don't have whatever I can help another friend of mine, or maybe my neighbor or whatever. If I got something, I like to share with the other people.
My dream is to assist the community. So I wish I can have capital to assist those they can't eat, because I believe I need the people to sleep with something. I wish I can stay to the free crime world.
My dream is to see one day my children that grow up bigger and bigger and bigger till they are grannies, and me as well as a granny, and to see them when they are growing up and growing up.
My dream is this, that since I'm very healthy, I don't have high blood, I don't have sugar, diabetic, and I'm a pensioner, to die happily, and this South Africa can be a heaven to us.